Hello and welcome back to my channel. Just before the video starts, I just want to say that I do not support anything that Toei Animation is doing. This is the review of the manga, the books, not the anime. And yeah, so hope you enjoy the review. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can see in the title, this is my review of the Alabasta Saga of One Piece. Yeah, this is exciting. This is gonna be a really long review, obviously spoiler free and spoiler sections. This was amazing. I loved this saga. It took me a few weeks, honestly. Actually, but 2 weeks I think, just to read it, and it was a lot. It's 120 chapters. This is me leading into my spoiler free. 120 chapters, around 117. I read I think 10 chapters in November, and then I just read the rest, so 100 some chapters in this month, December. And it was amazing. Just when I thought that East Blue couldn't get better, and I raved for East Blue in my first review. I loved East Blue. I thought it was a really good introduction, with a few things I didn't like, but overall I really enjoyed East Blue. This just steps it up. I loved the Alabasta Saga. It was amazing. Yeah. So I'll go. So in total there are 5 manga arcs, and kind of mini front cover story things. Which that another thing I want to say. I love the front cover story things, the first page of the chapter. I still don't know what they are, and they're just really interesting to show a story, even though they don't want to take up chapters showing it when it doesn't really have to do with the general plot. But for example, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but what was it, the second one? I think it was the second. No, it was the first one. The first half of the whole saga is this one character that we see in East Blue, and we just see how he comes back up, and then he shows back up at the end of the saga, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not a surprise that he's here. It's not a surprise because we defeated him back in Surf Village or something. That was probably a spoiler, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we defeated him in Surf Village, and so we're like, okay, we're not surprised. We saw how he came back from Surf Village. So I really enjoyed the front covers and how they're actually useful. They actually help you in understanding the story more. So there was that guy, and then there was 2 other ones. Yeah. Really enjoyed I think I enjoyed all the arcs. All the arcs I talked about Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak. Those were probably, I think each arc in the saga gets better and better. So Reverse Mountain, I quite enjoyed it. Whiskey Peak is better. And then Little Garden, better. Drum Island, better. Alabasta is insanely good. And it makes sense because it's the longest one. You get to know the characters a lot more, like the side characters, and you get to understand the conflict a lot deeper and the motivations. And you get to see because they're all split up, so you get to see what this character is doing, what that character is doing. I just really enjoyed it. It is seeming to be formulaic a bit, just a tiny bit, and I love formulaic things. I like how they're doing this kind of, I say episode, but episode format where they go to this island, they complete a mission, and then they leave the island, they're back on the sea, and then they keep going to the Grand Line. It just repeats. I like that. It's formulaic, but it's kind of getting, yeah, okay, we're going island, yeah. There's not a twist. I know by the end of the arc, we'll be back on the sea in some fashion with maybe another character, and we'll be going to a different island. That's what's probably going to happen, I'm assuming, for the rest. Maybe for the next saga. I'm hoping it doesn't, but I'm assuming it's going to happen because it's a good kind of format on how they're going to get to the One Piece. All the characters, I'm not going to talk about a whole lot because next week is going to come out my ranking for the Alabasta Saga, character ranking, and yeah, so characters I still quite enjoyed. I think that's the end of my spoiler free, so I quite enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I can't really say what it's about because then you have to read the first one, and so yeah. Spoilers. Spoiler. So if you have not read it, please go and then come back. Or if you've watched the anime, pretty much the same, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. So I guess I'll start with ranking the different ones and then talking like each arc. What I enjoyed, what I didn't. So I think honestly my ranking is pretty simple. I think it's from the first one to the last one. The first one's the worst and the last one's the best. I thought Reverse Mountain the worst, Whiskey Peak, and then Little Garden, Drum Island, and then Alabasta. I thought Drum Island was gonna be the best one. After I finished Drum Island, I was like, I love that. I like how they don't have another human doctor, which I kind of made a prediction in my last Saga review. I said the crew's not over, they're gonna get a doctor, and they did get a doctor in the Saga. And that's just another thing. I love Chopper. He's top 3 characters in the whole pirate crew, I think. Yeah, so we get him in Drum Island, and I thought Drum Island, after I finished it, I thought this is the best arc yet. It is such a good arc. And the funny thing is, I thought after I read Little Garden, I thought that was the best arc. And then I read Drum Island, and I'm like, no, that's the best arc. And then I finally read Alabasta, and I'm like, nope, that is the best arc so far. I just really, it really just got better and better as you got further in. I guess it was a bit long though, the whole saga. And there isn't really you can't really tell when it ends. This one was very clear when it ended, but East Blue wasn't as clear when the whole saga ended. I wouldn't have been able to guess that it ended at that point, because it didn't seem like there's really a motive in East Blue. In my opinion, it didn't seem like there's really a motive. They just went village to village and just got people, and it didn't seem like at the end there was a whole battle and stuff. This one really felt like a whole story. They Reverse Mountain, they came over the mountain, they went to the whale, and then there they saw Miss Wednesday and all of them. And then I like how they slowly set up Barak works, and how if I reread Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, I would understand why they're there, and I would understand much more. And I like how he's Oda is not foreshadowing, but he's giving you clues these people are here and what Barak Works is really early. Yeah, so I really enjoyed how Oda put the characters in really early, and then by the time you get to Whiskey Peak, you know oh, those characters were part of this Barak Works. And then in Whiskey Peak you learn that no, they're not. They're spies from the Alabasta Kingdom. And then this whole saga gets there actually is a motive. They're to bring the princess to Alabasta to save the kingdom from the rebellion that crocodile dude is falsely making, I guess. Yeah, I just keep saying I really enjoyed it, and this is really true. I really enjoyed this saga. It was fantastic. Is there anything I didn't like? Sometimes, again, I said this in my first one, and I think this will be a continuing thing until I get really used to it. Some art pieces I literally looked at for 10 minutes, and I was just like, I have no idea what is happening. I don't know which character is where, what character is fighting, who's punching. So yeah, that just might be something I have to get used to. I'll counter that with something good. I really like the SBS sections. It has nothing to do with the whole saga, but I like knowing more about what Oda is saying, his answers to his questions, and I don't know, I really like the SBS sections and the bonus kind of things at the end. I guess we should just go to Little Garden, I guess. I'm not going to talk about Reverse Mountain Whiskey Peak that much because I talked about that in that arc review. So yeah, Little Garden I thought was, yeah, again, I thought it was the best one until I came to Drum Island and Alabasta. Little Garden was so, I don't know, Oda Sensei, why do I call him Oda Sensei? That's in the SBS sections. Oda can make such wonderful characters, and like the two giants, and you feel for them, and you like them. I honestly, even though I knew they weren't gonna join the crew, I want to see them for the rest of the whole manga. I want to be with the giants. I want to go back to these characters. Like at the end, I want to see like where they are, and the two giants are amazing. I love the two giants. I even forgot their name, but how they've been fighting for hundreds of years, and yeah. And then the conflict there is that they're stuck in candy, in candle wask. What am I saying? They're stuck in candle wax. And then Luffy gets they're stuck in candle wax. And then Luffy gets what? Save them? Oh my god, my memory. I guess I should just go back to Whiskey Peak because I just remember something I want to say. The part where Luffy fights Zoro is just something that was like that's out of the ordinary, and Luffy wasn't even listening to Zoro, and I don't know, I didn't like that. It was a cool fight, just seeing who would win and stuff, but I didn't like how they fought because they're supposed to be friends and you're supposed to like their friendship, but then that disrupts their whole friendship, and I didn't like that. Little garden, I think that's the end. I like the names of the different islands. I think they're so clever how little garden is a little garden to the giants, and how everything's big to normal humans. And Drum Island, I think it's called that because like they have drum mountains, I think. So yeah, I thought onto Drum Island. I thought Drum Island was again a really good arc. How we get introduced to Chopper, and Chopper's backstory is so well done. You don't really like his, whatever you call him, Chopper's owner, I wouldn't say owner, but a friend, mentor, I guess. Like he seems like a kind of like an Usopp kind of character at the start, but when you get to know that that's his mentor actually cares about Chopper, he starts to become a very good character, and you actually get sad. Like I actually got sad when he died. So I really that was very good backstory for Chopper, and you then after that you really want Chopper to come with you with the crew, because like you're like, oh, I really feel for this guy, and this guy needs some friends. So yeah, Chopper's a very good addition to the crew. And then they go on to Alabasta with the princess. So Alabasta, I thought the start was a bit not boring, just a little bland. Like they're walking through desert. The best part, the best parts were like them talking to the old man. What's his name? Koza's dad, and love the backstory for the princess and Koza. That was very good backstory. All the backstories are really like they're so enjoyable, and the boring parts are like just when they're walking through sand, and they're just walking through sand, and it's just like, okay, could we like montage this and then get to the whole battle and stuff. And then they have all their individual fights. They split up and on the different speedy thing, the birds, and then they fight on their own battles with Barrack Works, and you get to really like understand the different powers that the Barrack workers have, and I love the world building in this saga. The devil fruit powers, like it just keeps going. Is there a limit to devil power or the devil fruit devil power? They're just really like is it just gonna go like Oda can just give any single character a power? I feel like it needs to be limited somehow. That just seems like another thing. It just feels very like out there. Like anyone, there are like it just seems like there's millions of fruits around the world, and a lot of people have the devil fruit power, and I want some limit to it, because there does seem like there is a lot of people with powers, and I guess only Luffy's the one with the power on the actual oh no, Chopper. Wait, did Chopper have the? I think he did, right? I don't know. I forget, maybe. But yeah, it just seems very like. Can you reel that in a bit and tell us like how many people are actually, or how many devil fruit there actually is? I guess maybe learn that later. And next, so yeah, I really like learning about the different powers that the devil fruit have. I think they're very genius and smart, different powers. And I guess we should just go on to Crocodile Dude, the one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Crocodile Dude is pretty fun, and he defeats Luffy 2 times, and then Luffy defeats him for a third time, at the third time. And Crocodile guy, I just keep calling him Crocodile. He gives you like the reader a sense of like this guy is strong. Like he is one of the warlords. Like Oda did that perfectly. Like I read him like after 5 pages of reading him and just knowing like what his powers are. Like when you find out his powers, you're like, yeah, Luffy can't defeat him. And even with like the water, I was like, oh my god, Luffy's so smart. That he's gonna use water to defeat Crocodile. Even Crocodile defeats Luffy with the water. And Luffy only defeats him when he has blood coming out of him and he's nearly dead. I thought Crocodile Dude's powers were insane, and it was just so cool. Like I thought this for Arlong in Arlong's Park arc in East Blue. I thought there's no way Luffy can defeat Arlong because Arlong is just too powerful. And then I thought the same thing for Crocodile guy. He's literally unstoppable. He has all the power in the world. And then Luffy, a tiny guy from this tiny island who just wants to be the king of pirates, says that no, I can defeat him, and he does. It's so cool to see Luffy, just a tiny guy. And I know he has a bit of plot armor. He does have a bit of plot armor. No, you can't deny that. It is cool seeing Luffy, like this tiny teenager, defeat this warlord. That was just so cool. And yeah, I think we should just go to the end now. Princess Vivi decides that she is not gonna go with him. I honestly thought she was gonna go for a second, but she's not. And then it ends with Robin joining their crew. So yeah. Anything else I need to say? Oh, just one thing I want to say. This is something that I really hate. I think is going to be in the rest because I heard people saying it's going to be in the rest. How they're really, like, Oda's really leaning into the Nami is the pretty girl and that is all she is. Like, she has more powers, obviously. She has more power, or more, like, fighting techniques and stuff. But they're really, like, leaning into that. Like, the crab guy, only gonna move if the crab sees someone, like has love or something. And then, what's his name? Sanji is like, oh, yeah, Nami, very pretty. That's, like, Sanji's just, like, very, like, he goes up and down. Like, when he defeats someone with his leg and he's so cool, it's like, oh, I love him. But then he's, like with the heart eyes at Nami, and I'm just like, dude, calm down. Yeah, they're really leaning into also with, like, Vivi and Nami, both of them, they're really leaning into, like, yeah, they're the pretty ones, and Vivi has more, but Nami is, like, yeah. So yeah, that's just one thing I didn't like, but I think they're gonna lean into it more because, I'm assuming that's because that's the direction that I've heard people say that's gonna go, so I guess I just have to prepare for that. So yeah, that's the end of my Alabasta Saga review. Hope you enjoyed this. If you are wondering what my plan is for the continuing future of One Piece, this is my plan. So I'm hoping this is my plan, and I'm hoping it will stick and it will work. So the first Monday of the month, it will be my TBR and wrap-up. From wrap-up of the previous month and TBR for the future month. That will be the first Monday. The second Monday of the month will be my One Piece review. One Piece Saga review. The third Monday of the month will be my character ranking for that saga, and then the fourth Monday of that month will be the first and second arc review of the next saga. So that is my plan. Hope that you like that's manageable, because I don't want to do like three sagas per month. I also do want to read other books. So again, first Monday, TBR and wrap up. Second Monday, my saga review. Third Monday, character ranking. Fourth Monday, the first and second, or just first arc of this next saga. So my next Saga review will hopefully be coming the second January of, or sorry, the second Monday. Jeez, my brain. Second Monday of January will be my, what is this called? The Sky Island Saga. It does seem really short. Only seems like, what, how many chapters is this one? This will be a quick one. So hopefully this will come out straight on Monday. This obviously is coming like Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So it did take me a bit of time editing and stuff, I think. I don't know. I haven't edited yet. So yeah, thanks for listening. That is my plan. That was my review of One Piece, the Alabasta Saga. Very good. Saga, and only one or two things I didn't like. And yeah, I think I'd put it at 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for just enjoyment. And everything else included, not just enjoyment. So yeah, thanks for listening, and see you next time.